Hello there guys, Leafy here. H3H3 is a fucking asshole and in the best.
We're not fucking assholes.
Yes you are, I have now leaked all our conversations.
Hey everyone, it's Byron the Dragon King here with another video, and if you could guess from that intro, we are finally making a video addressing the Quackity video. Let's go. So almost 6 years ago, a popular YouTuber known as Quackity, who has over 6 million subscribers now, made a video about the ongoing Leafy versus H3H3 drama, if you would, where they both made rants about each other and were talking about some drama. And in Quackity's video, he highlighted a bunch of comments on the Leafy rant and the H3H3 rant, showing both sides of the conflict and the fans' reaction. And I had the honor of being the first Leafy comment shown. Woo! Which in reality, like, it was so surreal to me that this happened, because the way I found out was somebody on, like, a YouTube video, I think it was a Maximilian Dude video, where he was making parody Mortal Kombat X intros, fucking replied to me and was like, hey, you're that one guy in this video. And I was like, what video? And he gave me the link, and then I was like, oh my fucking god, that's my comment. So in this video, I thought, why not just go over the order of events, how we got there, and what transpired afterwards. And what better place to start than with the H3H3 rant on Leafy's channel. So before I begin, it's good to say and start off with that this video has been deleted. Hell, Leafy's whole channel has been deleted, but the H3H3 rant was deleted. Or privated, one of the two. I think it was deleted. So it's impossible for me to show how many likes it got and all the replies. So you're going to have to just believe me on this one, because 17-year-old me wasn't really thinking about making a YouTube video in 6 years. So how it happened was, I was living with my mom at the time, and I wasn't going to high school because that's a story for another time. So I woke up, I was really depressed. So I woke up like I did at 6 PM, and I watched the newest Leafy video, still half asleep. And it was the H3H3 video. And I had never watched H3H3 before this. I still have never sat down and watched an H3H3 video. And I watched the video, and I was just like, wow, this H3H3 guy seems like he's kind of a dick, saying that Pyrocynical doesn't deserve a platform to defend himself. And I'm going to be real, I don't remember the rest of this drama, but he just kind of seems like a dick. So I go down to the comments and I comment, and like I would sometimes on Leafy videos, especially back then. And I said what I said, where like, oh, I think it's like, if he wants to be such a little bitch, then he should just kill himself, which, you know, I was an edgy 17-year-old. So after that, I went upstairs and I had breakfast dinner thing. And while I was eating it, I noticed that my phone was just vibrating like over and over again. And I was like, huh, that's weird. And I opened it up, and I have like so many YouTube notifications. Like, somebody liked your reply. Someone replied to your reply. Or someone replied to the reply. Blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, holy shit, what is this about? And I opened it up. And my YouTube comment on Leafy's video had like 1,000 fucking likes within like an hour, and had like 80 fucking replies, half of which were like, yeah, fuck H3H3, and the other half were like, dude, shut the fuck up, you're such a toxic little faggot, don't make shit like this. And I'm just sitting here freaking the fuck out, like, what? Why did my comment get any attention? Because, like, this wasn't the first time I commented on a Leafy video, and, like, this wasn't the first time I commented on a video ever. So, like, normally, I just never got any likes or replies or anything. So, this just seemed absurd to me, especially because at the time, I had, like, 20 subscribers on my YouTube channel? And so I was just like, where the fuck is this coming from? And I was just like, oh, that's weird. And then, like, I just kind of tried to ignore it. And then I try to just forget about the comment and about how so many people were calling me mean names and stuff in a comment section, because you know what? It's the internet. You just turn the screen off and then it's like it never happened. So then I forgot about it, and it was forgotten for all of like a month. And then, like I said, somebody I think it was a Maximilian Dude video, like replied to my comment and was like, hey, you're that one dude from that Quackity video. Then I watched the Quackity video and I was like, oh my god, there's my comment. Someone fucking took a screenshot of my comment. And then they reported me to the gay department. And I was just kind of freaking out a little bit, like, oh fuck, man. Well, this Quackity guy doesn't have that many subscribers. Maybe like no one will know. But boy, did people know / find out. I was watching a streamer that I used to watch like religiously back then, who goes by the name Thundershot 69, and he was doing a Monopoly stream. And then I was in the chat, I was talking and stuff, and he was like, oh, hey, by the way, Byron, I saw a video that your comment was in. Was that actually you? Now, this was strange to me because I was a 17-year-old and I was still pretty new to watching like Twitch streams. So like, and I wasn't used to Thundershot talking to me like in chat, especially since there's 300 people in chat. So I'm just sitting there like, what do you mean? Do you mean the Quackity video? And then Thunder was like, yeah, that video. And I was like, yeah, that was me. I'm kind of embarrassed about that. And he went on to say something like, oh man, I had a feeling that was you, but I didn't want to believe it because I know none of my subscribers would ever do something like that. That's such a horrible thing to say. And he just kind of like shamed me. And I really looked up to Thundershot back then because I was going through a rough spot in my life. And he was someone that I watched every day. And he was kind of like a friend to me. I watched his YouTube videos. I watched his Twitch streams. And it really hurt having someone that you look up to and was sort of a role model to you, like, say these things. So I was really embarrassed, and I was like, fuck, dude. And then I kind of forgot about it again because I wanted it to die down until H3H3 fans who watched the video found my YouTube channel and started posting fucking mean comments, a lot of which have been, like, deleted or like taken away or something because of YouTube. It's hard to find a lot of my old like mean comments towards me, especially in YouTube Studio, because like I know my like 21,000 view Pokemon video, there used to be like 20 fucking Brazilian guys all calling me mean names in Brazilian Portuguese and saying that my mom fucks dogs and shit. But I can't find those now. Yeah, so these H3H3 fans found my channel and they just started downvoting a lot of my videos. I noticed a lot of my videos just like jumped up in dislikes, which like was weird to me because like no one fucking watched my YouTube videos back then, besides like some of my Pokemon Let's Plays, other than like weird Brazilian guys. And then like I got a bunch of mean comments and stuff and people just saying shit like H3H3 for life and shit. And it was just kind of weird. And it was like, fuck, dude. Like, like Ethan didn't even make a video about me. Ethan probably doesn't even know I exist or even know about my comment. Who knows? And these people are like attacking me. And it's like, this is the sort of shit that like Ethan was like getting on Leafy's ass for in his video. And then, like, here you guys are going and doing the same shit. And, like, I don't know, man. I never went to, like, the people Leafy talked about and left me comments. There's, like, a few people I watched, like, the weird salt girl that, for Leafy. She was, like, thirsty for Leafy and, like, horny for Leafy or whatever. And she made a bunch of weird videos thirsting for him and, like, doing weird shit. I watched her videos for a while because I was 17 and I thought she was kind of cute. And I watched some like Joey World Tour because I was like, bro, how much shit does this guy eat? You know? But like I never went to like Mr. Darkness 666 or whatever. I didn't go in like to Tommy, whatever his name's channel, and be mean to him. I didn't do that shit because, like, I don't know. I didn't think it was like a thing you did, and it just felt weird. Yeah, and then after that, time, like a couple weeks after, I was watching a Thundershot stream, or no, I was waiting for a Thundershot stream, and he was the day before he played Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, and he was doing the World Tournament event. And during the previous stream, he's like, okay, guys, I really want to get to top 10K or whatever it was. I think it was top 10K back then. So you get the World Tournament exclusive card, which I forget if that month was Bardock or if it was Turles. It's not important. And so I was waiting in the chat before his stream, and like I was talking to a few people and whatnot. They're like, oh, hey, Byron, what's up? And I was like, hey, guys, because like I used to talk in the chat a lot, and I was on Thundershot's website, and like I was well known in the community somewhat. I was the top contributor on the fucking website, Thundershot, and I didn't get no fucking reward. This is a little bit of a tangent, but like on his website when he made a YouTube video, and he was like, oh yeah, whoever's my like top so-and-so contributors for the website, you'll get a reward every month or whatever or something. And then he didn't do that. He didn't even really stay on the website, but that's old news. The company that like the website was like part of, I think it was called Space, they like shut down shortly after, like a couple months after he made the website, so he didn't really support it anymore, which was just kind of sad. But and a tangent. Yeah, and then Thundershot comes into the chat, and he's like, oh, hey guys, what's up? And I was like, hey, Thunder, are you gonna stream more Dokkan tonight to get that top 10K? And he's like, nah, I'm gonna stream Skyrim. And I was like, but you promised you'd stream Dokkan today. He's like, yeah, but I want to stream Skyrim. And I was like, oh, but you're not gonna get top 10K if you don't do it tonight, because you'll, like, everyone else is gonna play and you won't. He's like, oh yeah, blah, 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 blah. So whatever, I don't remember the exact chat. And I was like, well, that's kind of mean, because you promised everyone that you would be streaming Dokkan today, and like people were probably looking forward to it. I was. Everyone's like, stop, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, oh, well, I changed my mind. And like, I admit, this was like childish of me, but I was like, well, I don't like it when people don't follow through with what they promise. That's just not a very good thing to do. And this is when Thundershot brings up the comment on the Leafy video from the Quackity video that was featured in the Quackity video. And he's like, oh, well, you're just a dumb kid, and you tell people to kill themselves or some shit. And then he was like, fine, you want me to follow through stuff? I will. So then Thundershot bans me. At the time he said he perma-banned me. And that really hurt, because I was 17. This guy was like an inspiration to me, and I wanted to be a streamer just like him. That's why I started streaming on my PS4, was because I wanted to be a streamer just like him. And he said another streamer, they only stream on their PS4, and they are partnered and da-da-da-da-da. So I was like, oh man, maybe I can be like that. So for like your role model or to say this to you and ban you just really hurt, especially when you're a 17-year-old. And it didn't help that like a lot of people in the chat were saying like I was a terrible person because I told H3 to kill themselves. And like, I don't know, it just it really sucked that this community, the only community I had at the time, I didn't really have any other friends, just all turned on me, and it just really sucked. And ever since then, I haven't really been part of that community anymore. Thundershot eventually unbanned me. Someone brought to my attention that he saw me in someone else's stream, and then he talked about it the next day. And like in the clip, he was saying like, oh, I saw Byron yesterday in someone's stream, and I just wanted to tell him I'm sorry or something.
I talked about it in chat, like when the stream was starting up. I bumped into, I didn't bump into him, we didn't really talk, but both myself and Byron were in Nos's chat last night. And I about reached out and said something, and I'm not doing it. I think I went to go get food or something, but I was gonna tell him something along the lines of,
After I saw that clip and back when the stream was still around, like archived, I watched the rest of like his talking point there. I went into his stream the next day and was like, hey man, I'm sorry things went the way they did, and I really appreciate that you said some dumb things and we just buried the hatchet. So I don't want any ill will towards Thundershot, even though I don't watch him anymore. And everyone who was in his stream back then was new to me, and I didn't know anyone anymore. I stopped watching, and especially now, I can't imagine anyone who even knows who I am is probably in there anymore. And I don't know, I just don't watch live streams anymore. After that, most of the negative things just kind of faded, so does most things with time. And this whole thing has kind of just turned into a, hey, do you want to know something funny? I'm in this weird YouTube video with 1.5 million views. And this one coworker I was telling her about it, and she's like, oh, wow, you're in a Quackity video? Because I didn't know that Quackity, like, blew up and got in with, like, Dream and stuff. So that's kind of cool. And I don't know, like, it's just kind of like a crazy thing. I'm just some random guy most people have never heard of, and odds are maybe no one ever will. But it's still cool that I was in this video, and like, if Quackity does find this, I have no ill will towards you. I don't resent you or anything. I just kind of think it's weird that I was just some random 17-year-old kid who got like wrapped up in this huge thing. And it just makes you think that every person who comments shit like this is probably just some random guy. And it's just kind of cool that if you found this video and watched it today and you're like, oh, this weird Byron guy, he's kind of extreme, and then you found this channel, then you're like, oh, hey, he's just a guy. I don't know what my point is, man. I've been out in my car way too long making this video. I'm kind of salty that I couldn't get the whole clip of Thundershot where he like says that, but it took me 20 minutes to find that, and I don't think the rest of it's saved anywhere. But yeah, that's going to be the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Byron the Dragon King. I would like to say that you guys, if you're into Dragon Ball Z and wrestling or anime, or I don't know, I think he plays like Call of Duty and shit. I don't know what Thundershot streams these days, but you should check him out. I'm going to have his link in the description below. I'm going to have the link to the Leafy versus H3 video down below. And I'm going to have a link to Quackity's channel, even though I would argue not many people are going to find Quackity through my video if they hadn't already known who Quackity was, but just as a common courtesy, I thought might as well. And I'd like to shout myself out for actually making 7 videos this week. It's I'm proud of myself. I didn't know and I didn't think I could do it, but I did, and I feel like that says something. Anyways, guys, I've been Byron the Dragon King. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I hope you have a good night. Bye bye.